Hello, 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 YouTube. How are you today? I'm Marley Bird, and as you know, this is the Marley Bird YouTube channel, and I am your go-to source for knitting and crochet instructional videos. We're doing something a little bit different today in that we are going to do a fun Happy Mail subscription box unboxing. What that means is all of a sudden I'm getting all of these messages coming in. What that means is we have the pleasure of being friends with Sorella. Ashley over at Sorella has put together these awesome subscription boxes that are perfectly priced. They're very competitively priced for the crocheters and I'm assuming knitters out there too. You could use the yarn for knitting. And she was on the show on the Yarn Thing podcast with Marley Bird here a couple months ago, I think, and we were talking about them. And she contacted us and said, hey, we would love to send you one so that way you could talk about it and kind of show people what they're expecting. I said, that sounds awesome. Why don't you send that to Caitlin, my girl Caitlin, because, you know, hey, bonus. So I have Caitlin joining me here today to literally unbox the Happy Yarn Mail unboxing. And so it's going to be exciting because she has not opened it yet. So we have no idea what's in it. So it could, hopefully it's good, because that would really suck to have to be like, oh, that's it, you know, but I don't think that's the case because we know Ashley, she's pretty darn awesome. And I am excited to see what she's put together for those of us out here who love knitting and crochet. So without further ado, Caitlin, you want to say hi?
Hey, everybody.
All right. So every time you talk, the video switches. So I'm going to keep it up that way unless all of a sudden it's going back and forth with you and I, and it's like super like psychedelic. So I don't want that. But so for as long as you're talking, I'm going to let it like focus on you. So why don't you start off by kind of saying, you know, how did you get like kind of all giddy when it came in the mail? Like, because I think that's the best part when I get stuff in the mail. I'm like, oh, I got something. What did I get?
Yes, so definitely I am always looking for yarn to come in the mail because that is the best thing ever. And the package came, and I guess we should clarify that it's not an unboxing, it's a bagging. That's the big thing right now. So she changed it from a box into a bag like this, and this helps her now be able to give you free shipping on your purchase. So it's $19.95. Hold on, let me just double check that that's the correct price. Yes, $19.95. And then if you're inside the US, you get free shipping with the new bag versus a box. She said that the contents inside are going to be the same as it was before, so nothing like that is really changing. You're still going to get the yarn and supplies and everything you need. And then she does have a bonus version where you can get like extra special stuff in it. So there are a couple different options that you can do. So I don't even know which option we got, but we're going to find out because I didn't open it. I just cut it.
Appreciate the bag, how cute it is.
I know, the little sparkles on it. It's like,
I love it.
Pretty. And it's named Happy Yarn Mail. So, you know, you're happy because it's yarn and it's in your mailbox. So that's pretty cool when it gets dropped off at your front door and, you know,
seriously, that is so cool. What were your boys like, Mommy, what'd you get?
Yeah, they wanted to open it and I said, I'm sorry guys, you can't open it right now. I'm like, you have to wait. So I did really good. I think we've had this now almost a week and I haven't opened it yet. So I'm like dying to get in here and see what's going on.
All right, do it.
When you open it up, you can see she wrapped it up nice in some tissue paper. Ooh, and you get a pattern. That's really nice. I wonder where
she's written by her?
Yes.
Okay.
I think every pattern that comes out is a new pattern from her, and I don't think you can get them anywhere else.
All right.
Yeah. So it says that this package includes enough yarn to make 2 pairs of the mittens or 1 pair of the mittens and an extra skein for another project.
Okay.
So that's very cool. So it looks like she has a scarf that goes with it.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if that was a previous month maybe, or maybe it's coming up. I don't know. So anyways, so that's that.
Do we know if the pattern is on that full form, or is that like a link to go get a pattern somewhere, or?
The pattern's in here.
All right, so hold on. Let's say that again.
The pattern is inside. It's fully written out.
All right, cool. Because some people are going to ask that, you know, like.
Yeah, no. You get the pattern and then it's like a leaflet that you would like get it like Michael's or Joann's, except it's like a full page one. And
Okay.
then, so you keep the pattern that way. You don't have to go anywhere else for it.
Perfect.
It just says, though, that you can go to her community on Facebook to share your pictures or ask questions or chat about it. So, okay, here we go. Oh, she wraps it up nice. I love the pink color. Pink is, you know.
Pink is my signature color.
How can you not love
I love pink?
And then inside for this month, there are 2 skeins of Lion Brand landscape yarn. Oh, wait. Oh, she even has a video tutorial. Well, I don't want to put that up there because there's a password, but you get a code to get a video tutorial for your monthly box. And
Awesome.
then you have a password for it to be able to see it. So that's an extra bonus. So if you're a beginner, this is really great for you because she's going to probably walk you, like I said, just opened it, so I didn't get to watch the video, but I'm assuming she walks you through the entire process. So this is like truly a beginner box for people. So, and that's pretty cool. So you get 2 of the skeins of yarn, and she said that's enough to make 2 pairs of mittens. So I assume 1 skein of yarn makes a pair, and then you'll have the other one to do it. Or potentially, if you like the scarf and that's a pattern somewhere, you could use that for your scarf too.
So I'm not going to say the name of that yarn, but for those of you who might not have never used that yarn before, it's very similar to Red Heart's Unforgettable. And if you haven't met me, my name's Marley. I'm the national spokesperson for Red Heart. So of course I've got to mention Red Heart here. And I'm only mentioning it to say that if you've never used that brand of yarn before, it's a good brand. It's a good, that's not what I'm looking for. It's not the brand. It's that type of yarn. What am I trying to?
So this is Unforgettable. It has like a little bit of the halo to it, and it changes the colors. This is the color that if you saw the crochet along, the last one that we did with the cocoon, this is the color that I used to make that sample. I forget what color it is though. Regal?
No, I forget too. Don't put me on the spot like that.
Yeah,
That's not
Regal
fair.
was the purpley pink one, I think.
Yeah.
But this one, so you can see it's pretty much, they're exactly, well, they're pretty similar. So you could substitute if you wanted to make more of them or a scarf or something like that. They're pretty much the same thing. But that would be the equivalent if you've used Unforgettable before. Sorry.
Perfect.
Don't have ball
That's
band.
all right. That's all right. I mean, I have all this yarn behind me, right? But in these bins, oh, there's ruffles. Can I just tell you, these are so good. These are so good. All right. So that was my lunch today. No, but in these bins over here, these black bins, 2 of them are full of unforgettable yarns. Like, I love it. So here's my instant thinking here. So I watched you open up this package. I mean, first off, you're excited because the outside packaging is fantastic.
Yes.
And then it's all wrapped up on the inside. It's very well presented, and it gives you an affordable yarn. Now, I have probably seen some arguments out there, people saying, oh, I could get this yarn at a big box store if I really wanted to. Yeah, granted, you probably could. And if you're lucky enough to be able to do that, great. But here's what I have learned being the national spokesperson of Red Heart Yarns. Are you ready for this? And this goes for all yarns. There are so many people who live a distance enough away from a big box yarn store that they can't get that yarn as readily available as other people can. So this is a great option for people to, I want to say economically, be able to try out some yarns maybe they've never tried before, or, just kind of have something fun, special for them show up in the mail that's not a bill,
I think too, the great thing about this box in particular, I can't talk about other boxes. I've only ever done one other box subscription before. But for this one, I mean, you are getting a full pattern. It's not like you're just getting yarn. You are getting a pattern. And, you have to consider how much time it takes her to photograph it, to edit it, to do her sample, to design the pattern, to make this printable, to put everything together. Like, yeah, you can run to a big box store, but you're not going to have the pattern. You're still going to have to go out and find and source a pattern that you want to use. And it's coming directly to your door. And the cool thing for me about yarn boxes, regardless of what it is it's a surprise. Like, you're saying, I love yarn, I love knitting, I love crocheting. Bring me something really cool every week, or every month rather. Usually it's monthly subscriptions. That's cool that I probably wouldn't have picked out for myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm being honest, this is not a color that I probably would have picked up on my shelf, but now that I see it, I think it's pretty cool, and I definitely would be making something out of it. But it's pushing me out of my comfort zone of where I would be with blues. I mean, what the heck? This is my color.
I know. Whenever I order yarn for you, I'm like, what color should I get? Should I get her pink? No, I'll get her blue.
I know, I'm such a cool. I mean, I love pink. I would take pink, but I'm definitely a cool color person. The oranges and the yellows and the reds, I tend to stay away from. But I mean, this has the cool colors on the inside. It has, so it pushes me out of my comfort zone. But I wouldn't have picked it up if it hadn't come in my subscription box. So I think that's really a great thing.
So here's a question. Maybe you don't know the answer, or maybe you do. I wonder if everybody gets the same color. Because I know with other subscription box I've seen,
right.
Because I've worked with Knit Crate. Knit Crate used to be a sponsor of the podcast. And I've worked with Yarn Box before. And I know that they will order yarn from various indie dyers, and sometimes they'll order several different colorways with the same base yarn. I wonder if Ashley sends out several different colors with the same base yarn, or if she always sends out the same color that matches up with the pattern.
I do not know the answer to that. I did ask her, but she is out this week. So I know getting back to emails, it was a little bit slow. So we can answer that in comments or something later, but I don't know. I mean, it looks like in this pattern, that is the colorway that you got sent. So I'm kind of assuming that it probably matches up. I know that I've seen for her yarn box, some of her other patterns, and it doesn't seem like you would really be able to switch out the colors. Like I think she did like an amigurumi bunny for Easter that looked like a chocolate Easter bunny. So I think pretty much everybody probably got the brown color for the chocolate Easter bunny. And I know she did a couple other things where I think the colors that were probably in the pattern is what you got sent. Don't hold me to that. You can check it out on her website and see if it offers different color choices. I don't know. Or maybe you put in what you prefer. I don't know, but I'm assuming it goes back to the pattern and what it is.
Fantastic. Somebody is mentioning that I'm getting an echo. I'm going to turn this voice down until I have you on. She mentions that it looks like it's only offered for crochet, which is totally fine. You could still order a subscription box, but obviously if you're not a crocheter, the pattern wouldn't apply to you, but you could absolutely use that yarn to work for you if that's what you're going for. It's totally up to you. Chris Lopez mentions that a subscription is an amazing treat, and I would absolutely concur with her. Getting a subscription, whether it's Birchbox, where you're getting makeup and different things like that, which I got some one of my best friends bought me that for my 40th birthday. She got me a 3-month subscription to Birchbox, and I had never done that before, and I was like, this is so cool. My daughter fights me for the stuff now. She's so cute. I got an eyelash curler. She's like, you already have that, I'm gonna take this one. Whatever. But yes, I would think that getting these subscription boxes for yarn, they're just so much fun to get all these little things in it. I'm trying to answer some of the questions that people see here. Do you know, Caitlin, do you know if there is a restriction of location of where she'll ship to?
I don't know. The only thing she said in the contacts to me was the free shipping for the US. So I don't know if she ships internationally or to Canada or not, but I know, I'm assuming she ships at least to Canada, but I think you're going to have to pay for the shipping for that. It's not free shipping up there.
Okay. All right, cool. Some other people are mentioning.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm pretty sure all of her kits are crochet for right now. I mean, if you take a look at her website, pretty much all of her patterns are crochet, but you will start to notice she has started to do some knitting patterns. So I would maybe make an assumption that eventually down the line, she'll bring in some knitting patterns as well. But right now I know it's all crochet.
All right. I will give my 2 cents that I have worked with Yarnbox and I have worked with Knit Crate before. I really enjoyed working with Knit Crate when I worked with them. But since the time that I worked with both of those companies, they have changed ownership. So I can't say anything to how everything is done now because I haven't subscribed to those since the new owners. And I don't feel okay saying, oh, go ahead, get Knit Crate, or go ahead and get Yarnbox, and it's great. And you can be like, Marley said I should get it, and it's not that great. I don't know how it is anymore because they have new owners, but I will say that I got them before and they were wonderful. And that's just kind of been my experience there. I know also my friend Laura at Jimmy Bean's Wool, Laura Zander does a really great one at Jimmy Bean's Wool. That's fun. You can check that one out. You know, she's you know what? We need to get Laura on the podcast. Just side note there, because she's a ball of fire, and it's just so much fun to talk to her and inspirational, and just it's really great. But I love this whole idea of happy yarn mail. Are you happy, Caitlin?
I'm very happy, thank you. Got new yarn to add to my wonderful collection.
I love that so much. I love that so much. So this is fun. If you are out there and you're watching and maybe you have something that you would like us to review or go over or check out, why don't you email us at let's do subscriptions? Submission. Let's submission. Is it submission or submissions? Look, I'm asking you like I should know.
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check it.
All right. We think it's submission at marleybird.com. And all you would do is just send us the information of whatever it is you'd like us to unbox, unbag, or reveal or review. Caitlin and I have been doing some various review things like this. We did a fun, not really a big review, but it was the stocking stuffer one. And that was so cool. It's fun for us to not only get to know some of the new products that are out there that we might not know about, but also to be able to share it with you. And then, you know, as my requirements, my obligations, that's the word, restrict me from talking about stuff, we have the beautiful Caitlin coming on the show, receiving the items, able to discuss and review and give her point of view. And then, of course, I'm always here to offer the Red Heart or the Coates and Clark or the Susan Bates option for you. You know what? Why not? It's fun. We're all knitters and crocheters enjoying this whole world together. And of course, Caitlin loves to get free stuff. Now, and she gives honest reviews. That's the good part. That's the thing I love about working with Caitlin is she's absolutely, I'm not going to say brutally honest because you're not brutal, but you're absolutely honest with your review. So, I mean, if we don't like something, we'll just have to tell the people, you know, thank you, but no thank you, I guess. So I don't know. This is fun though. I like this.
Yeah. To clarify, it is submissions with an S on the end at marleybird.com. And for 2018, we are going to be starting a series where weekly we're going to start doing reviews. So we'd love some feedback if you have something you want us to look at. We've got a whole bunch of books lined up that we're going to go over and share with you that are new, coming out from some great designers. A lot of them that you know, you might not have heard of, that I know I haven't heard of, but through digging around, I found their books that we haven't had on the podcast before. So we're going to be sharing some of that stuff. We have some new yarn reviews coming out for Red Heart stuff. They've got a couple new brand new yarns that nobody's seen yet that are so exciting that we're going to be sharing with you. Actually, I'll give you a sneak peek. The next one
look at you go.
Reviewing is It's a Wrap.
It's a Wrap. I love that yarn. I have it too. Look, mine's right here. It's a wrap.
So that's what we're going to be doing next week. So make sure you come back to the Marley Bird blog on, I think, Wednesday. We have that going out. And we're going to talk about this yarn and what you can do with it and things like that. So hopefully that'll help you out. But please let us know if there's anything you want us to review or talk about or, you know, bring on. And really the review part is to help you guys see what's going on in the industry and know if it's worth spending your money on it. Because I know a lot of times, you know, like with books or with products, if you can't see it, like, I'm not sure that this is out in the stores yet. I think it's online only.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think this is online only.
You can't go and touch this and feel this. So it makes it hard to be willing to make a purchase. So we want to take that out of the equation and help you see what's going on. And I mean, we'll give a non-biased opinion, maybe.
You can. I like his yarn though. I will say.
I haven't, as you can see, my ball is untouched yet. I have to be working on it this weekend. I'm very excited though. It's really cool. I love the colors. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. But so make sure you follow along on the blog so you can see what's going on, the new products that we're finding to share with you. There's a really cool one that Marley doesn't know about yet that I just got confirmed that we're getting a sample, and I think you guys are going to like it. And that's what we're doing this year. So join us, have fun.
I can't believe you're teasing me. Nobody likes a tease.
Hey, trust me, I know.
All right. Well, this has been fun.
Oh, wait, before we go, there is a coupon code, 10% off for Marley Bird viewers. The code is Marley Bird, all one word, all caps. You can use it on your next subscription. And subscriptions go live the first of the month. And then they stay live until they sell out. So sorry, I didn't check for January if there were any left. I'm assuming not. But February 1st, you will be able to go to the Happy Yarn Mail website and get the February subscription, I guess, or whatever the next month. I guess it's, no, that might be the January's. I'm not sure. I'm confused because this one was December, so I'm not sure if this is the most recent or if this was the last one, depending on when she sent it. But February 1st is the day you can go on and purchase the next kit. Use the code MarleyBird, all one word, all caps, 10% off.
And make sure you spell my name right. I don't have an E in my name. There's no E. It's M-A-R-L-Y.
Yep.
And bird like the animal. Or or as my friend Kristen Omdahl says, like the finger. Whichever way you want to do it. So Marley Bird, MarleyBird, one word. Do you know if there is a date on that, or is that just forever?
She didn't say that there was a date. I'm assuming you can only use it once, based off of how we were talking about it, but I don't know if it's just on the next month subscription or if you could use it in the future when you decide. I don't know. The one thing I forgot to ask her too was, I don't know if she shows like what the past patterns were or not, or if she talks about it. I should have looked that up and I totally forgot.
No, that's all right. That all makes sense to me. And here's what we'll do, Kristen, is once you get the details, because I know that Ashley's out of town. Once you get the details, we will update the video description box here on YouTube. It's always best to look at the video description box, you guys. If you're on mobile, there's a little like down caret you got to push and it opens up an entire video description box. Like there you can find the information and I will put it there. We always put that information there. And just on a side note, somebody left me a comment saying that when I put a link in my video description box, it's saying that my website is dangerous. I have no idea why. It's not dangerous. I don't have anything bad on there. It very well just might be because it doesn't have an HTTPS yet. So I'm just throwing that out. I'm not giving you like spam stuff. And if I am, it's not on purpose, but it's just my website and it's fine. So just wanted to kind of mention that. But any sort of update that we have regarding like if it's a one-time use or if there's a deadline for when you can use that code Marley Bird on the happyyarnmail.com, we'll put all of that in the video description box so that way you know. And again, the website is happyyarnmail.com. So yep, out there, and you can.
And it does say that they do ship to 20 countries. So
all right, cool.
International.
I don't know about you. I'm getting feedback, so I turn my sound down. That way, it's okay. I don't know. Anyways, we'll just wrap it up here, Caitlin. Thank you so much for joining me again today to talk about all of this. Maybe we should call this like Caitlin's Corner or something.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. It's my little corner. Yeah. So go order your Happy Yarn Mail today. Get a little happy yarn in your mail.
Perfect. Thanks, Caitlin. And thank you all of you for joining me. And we will be back here soon. I know that I am releasing some videos tomorrow right here on the Marley Bird YouTube channel, one for knitting and one for crochet. So both of you will be excited. If you don't mind, don't forget to smash that like button, as my kids say, and we'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.
Bye.